Welcome to this episode of the Spin Zone. I actually cut the mic off in the previous podcast and I forgot to turn it back on. So, Steve, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you, Dan. Thank you for having
episode
me back. What episode is it?
episode episode 9 for the Spin Zone and episode 50 overall.
Awesome.
So we have hit
Awesome.
the 50 episode mark.
That's awesome.
Yep. And of course, it's 1 week to the giveaway and the NFL kickoff opener between Philadelphia and Dallas.
And that is on what date?
That is on September 4th on a Thursday. So we're going to announce the winner of the NFL jersey during halftime. So for those of you out there that have not become public followers, you've only got a few days left before it closes. And you can become a follower up until an hour before. Minutes before, I think.
Well, that's good news.
So be sure to go out there and subscribe and follow on the Facebook pages and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So how do you feel this week? What did you think of Game 3?
Excited, energetic, optimistic. All the adjectives out there, man. It was just amazing. Those
Right?
are my boys, all right? Those are the Cowboys. Now, I want to see all the highlights you have.
Well, definitely we're going to go over some of the highlights. And by the way, my DVR failed me. I wasn't able to record the first 30 minutes, but I was able to grab the screenshots from an undisclosed source. It wasn't 4K. It's not, the first two shots are not 4K, but then the rest are. So
All right. That's all that matters, man. As long as you have it. Hey, is the chat open?
Huh? The chat line is open. Why don't you try to put in a chat?
All right.
Put in a chat on Facebook. Make sure that one's working. It wasn't 4K.
Let's see. Just send something over. Let's see if it goes through.
I think it did. It's there.
I don't see anything. Hold on. There it is. Awesome. Yep.
All right.
So the chat lines are working. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have anything to add? Any comments? Good, bad, indecisive, whatever. Just put them on there.
Hate mail, whatever you want.
We don't mind.
Let me get to the slides here.
I see you're wearing a jersey.
I'm wearing the jersey. I'm wearing the jersey today. That way people know what it's going to look like next week, I've got to wash this jersey. Yeah, because I've got to,
right?
I got to take it to church on Sunday. So
you have it blessed.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but a lot of guys take their jerseys on Sundays starting football season. So you have everybody in their favorite jersey. So I haven't done it before, but I'm going to do it, I think, this Sunday. So
cool.
We'll see. All right. Let's see if my slides kick in. And they are. So this is one of the highlights, and as you can see, it's a little fuzzy. It's not in my usual 4K.
It's all good. It's all
forgive
good.
Me.
It's a highlight. That's all that matters.
It's a highlight, right? So, second and goal with about 7:43 remaining in the first quarter. Joe Milton rushes towards the end zone for a touchdown. And that sets the score 7-0 after Brandon Aubrey, old reliable, scores the extra point. So one of the things about Joe Milton that I've noticed over the preseason is he's not afraid to actually go for the touchdowns himself. Unlike Dak, that appears to just want to sit back behind the line, Joe appears to be a little bit more flexible. And so is Grier, but not as much as Joe Milton does. So that's promising, right? That's promising. So, I rarely saw Cooper Rush in game 2 attempt, doing rushes himself.
Right.
Those are different kind of quarterbacks. They don't want to break anything, so that'll be kind of interesting to watch this guy as the season goes on. But of course, we all know that Dak is our man, right? So, he's just a number 2, and
Yes,
Grier's
sir.
a number 3. So that set the score 7-0. And then, with second and goal, with 1:21 still remaining in the first quarter, number 34, Jadon Blue, and he's back from injury, Mr. A&M. Is it A&M or UT? No, it's UT. Sorry, it's UT. UT heads towards the end zone for a touchdown. And I believe that brought the score after Brandon Aubrey to 14, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't write the score down, but I believe it was 14-0. And then, of course, at the start of the second quarter, at 4th and 9, with about 10 minutes remaining, the kicker, number 6, Younghoe Koo, never heard that name before, attempts a 35-yard three-point field goal and is successful. So that brought the score 14-3. So they scored a field goal themselves, And of course, come on, with 3rd and 8 and 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter, number 84, Felipe Franks, their tight end, scores a touchdown. That brings the score 14-10 after the extra point.
Yes.
Yep. So that kind of tightened things a little bit, but it was still not worry time. And of course, Brandon Aubrey with 4th and 8 and 2 seconds left in the second quarter. Brandon Aubrey, old reliable, scores a 64-yard three-point field goal, taking the score Dallas 17, Philadelphia. Oh my gosh. Atlanta. I'm already thinking the next game. Atlanta 10. And there is a lot of talk about this field goal, right? There was a lot of praise for Brandon Aubrey, but the Dallas haters out there started reminding everybody that this was not a big deal, right? That there was others that have scored longer field goals. I think there was one guy that had done a 75-yard. I can't remember who. But at least for Brandon Aubrey, right? This was a record, right? So, but the haters definitely came out within minutes to remind everybody that this was not a big deal, So, but that took the score 17-10. And of course, with 12:25 remaining in the third quarter and 2nd and 1, Jalen Brooks catches a long pass from Milton, taking the score 24-10 after the extra point.
Yes, sir.
So that was good news. And then, shortly after that, 4th and goal. Well, actually not shortly, in the fourth quarter.
Right.
With 14 minutes left, Koo, once again, this time attempts a 28-yard field goal. And he brings the score up by 3 points. That brings the score Dallas 24, and Atlanta 13. So, and of course, with 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line with 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, number 37, Phil Marfa, rushes in for a touchdown that takes Dallas to 31 versus Atlanta 13 after the extra point. And by the way, I don't know if this is where he got injured, but Mr. Marfa is on the injury list as of tonight with a shoulder injury. So I'm not sure if it was in this play that he got hurt. It's the only play as far as I know.
Right.
Right? So he got hurt somehow. I didn't see how he got hurt, where he got hurt, but it was enough for him to end up in the injury list. So the first Cowboy, I think.
I thought Blue got injured also.
Yeah, but he recovered. And of course, the controversy continues. And it looked bad, didn't it?
Very.
Micah Parsons. No contract, so he decides to sleep during the majority of the game. It looks bad. And like I said, if I had been his boss, I basically would have told him, don't let the door kick you in the ass on your way out. Because in my opinion, he should have been doing this. Somebody should have kicked his ass. Contractor. Well, first of all, he has a contract. He is under contract. He
Yes.
just hasn't gotten it renewed.
Right.
But that doesn't give you the reason to be sleeping on the job, because that's what he's doing. Even though he may not be playing, he was sleeping on the job. And that was disrespectful. It was disrespectful to the team. It was disrespectful to the owners. And it was disrespectful to the fans.
Right.
It just sends a message that you don't give a shit. Right? That all you care about is the money.
The money.
Right? So this is not good. I think eventually he is going to get his money. Right? But this is not the kind of behavior you want to demonstrate, especially if you're trying to negotiate, right? You're trying to negotiate a new contract. The last thing you want to do is do this. I mean, it's like one of us going to a job interview and really not trying, right? Chances are you're not going to get the job. Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. This was just not good. It was not good. Visually, it wasn't good. You know?
Hey, I want to send a shout out to Aleman. What's up, Aleman? He's watching.
All right, Aleman, the comment lines are open, so if you want to chime in, you can do so. And welcome to the show. We've lost our Bronco fan for some reason. I'm very disappointed.
Well, I think he had a family emergency.
Ah, okay.
That's why he's not on.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
So, the saga
Yes.
continues with Micah.
We'll see what happens with Mr. Micah Parsons, right? Hopefully, he did suit up today for practice.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Well, maybe somebody kicked his ass. You know,
maybe.
he deserved it.
Thanks for putting me on the spot, Steve. Not a problem. Hey, so
And as we mentioned, Bill Marfa, the guy that scored the last, was it 3 points? I think it was.
Yeah.
No, it was a touchdown.
touchdown.
It was a touchdown. Bill Marfa was placed on the injury list due to a shoulder injury. Like I said, I have no idea. I kept on replaying the video over and over, but I didn't see him hurting afterwards. So where the shoulder injury came from, who knows? Maybe he already had it.
Maybe.
This drive finally did it.
Aggravated it more.
Probably. And of course, a little bit of good news. Somebody has been taken out of PUP. Trayvon Diggs is returning from the injury list after he's suffering back-to-back knee injuries, which resulted in season enders the last 2 years. So Trayvon Diggs is out of PUP. Whether he will play is to be
we'll
unknown.
see. We will see.
But he's actually back. So we're excited about hopefully his return soon. And I didn't check the headlines today for additional cuts, but there were some cuts.
2 of them.
Oh, 2 additional ones?
I know 2 of them. I don't know
Okay,
if there's any additional ones.
Because there were yesterday. There was a total of several cuts on the offensive line. La'el Collins and Nick Broker are out, with La'el Collins available for any other team to pick him up.
Collins? Wow.
Yep. Defensive tackle Denzel Daxon is out. Wide receiver Josh Kelly, he's out. I didn't think that was a surprise. Tight end John Stevens Jr., he is out. And cornerbacks Troy Pride and Christian Matthew are out.
Deuce Vaughn has been officially waived.
Oh, he has?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yep.
I wasn't surprised. They really didn't use him much, right? Who else?
They waived wide receiver Jalen Brooks and traded offensive lineman Asim Richards.
Jalen Brooks?
Uh-huh.
So much for that touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. Hey. So, yep, he's out.
Maybe Micah's going to get the axe.
They still have him on the roster of the 53 men, right? They still have him on there.
Now, I haven't updated this list yet.
What,
Right.
You want me to say? I have it here.
You do?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's start with the offensive line. Quarterbacks.
It has it by quarterbacks, all right?
So Dak Prescott.
Uh-huh. And Joe Milton.
Grier's out?
They don't have any other quarterbacks.
Well, doesn't the third one always end up like on special teams?
Practice
or practice squad?
Yeah. All right. Running back. Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, and Jadon Blue.
So Phil Marfon's injured. Yeah.
Fullback. Hunter Lipke.
Okay.
Wide receivers. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, Havante Turpin, and Ryan Flodori.
Mingo's
Tight
out?
end. Huh?
Mingo's out?
Out.
Oh.
Tight end. Jake Ferguson, Luke Shoemaker, Bryven Spanford. And that's it.
Okay. That agrees with the list.
All right. For LT, Tyler Judson.
Yep.
Tyler Smith for LG. Center Cooper Beebe. Yeah. RG, Tyler Butler. RT, Terrence Steele. OG, Nate Thomas. Guard / center, Brock Hoffman.
Yep.
TJ Bass as an offensive guard. Johnny Cornelius as an offensive tackle. Hakeem, I can't even say that last name. Adenji, offensive tackle. Mike Parsons, defensive end. Dante Fowler, defensive end. Sam Williams, defensive end.
Hold on,
Marshawn.
Defense.
Yeah.
Hold on, you're already in the defense.
Oh, well, hey, I went to the
All
defense already.
All right.
Right.
So Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons there. Dante Fowler. Sam Williams.
Yeah.
Marshawn Nealand. Donovan Easy Russell,
Yeah.
James Houston.
So
Defensive
Peyton
tackle
Turner's out.
out.
Okay.
Defensive tackle Osa Odizijua,
Yeah.
Solomon Thomas, Mozzie Smith. I thought he was going to be out, but he's
No,
still in.
I think he's in for this year.
Right. Jay Toya, defensive tackle. Perian Winfrey, defensive tackle. Now, linebacker, I guess. LB. Kenneth Murray, Jack
Yeah.
Sandberg,
Yeah.
Maurice Lefau, Damon Clark, Shamar James. Quarterback,
Okay.
Trayvon Diggs, Doron Glenn, Kyer Edam, Andrew Booth, Kaden Carson, Zion Childress.
So
Safety,
Kamon
please.
Hall and Israel Makumu are out.
They're out. They're out. Unless they went to the practice squad.
Yeah.
Right? Now for
Safeties.
safety, Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, Marquise Bell, Janwy Thomas. Now for
Yep.
the all
Special.
reliable, yes, Cyrus. Brandon Aubrey, the punter, Brian Anger, and LS Trent Siege or Side.
So
That's the
CJ
fifth.
Goodwin.
That's the 53-man roster.
So CJ Goodwin is out.
Yep.
Wow. I'm gonna have to update this chart,
Uh-huh. So
or I don't
and
have to
that is
display it anymore.
on a post that they put out saying, "Hey, these are the 53 men." Right.
And of course, I know you don't like for me to have this segment, but I don't have any more to report, really. It's the same thing from last week. Just reminding everybody that the show, America's Sweethearts, was renewed for season 3, just like we are. Season 3. They're
But
competing
did we get?
against us.
I think they have more ratings than we do.
Yep. They're on Netflix. So for those of you that want to tune in to the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders on Netflix, they have been renewed for season 3. Not
So
only
make sure
that,
they do it after they watch our show.
That's right. You have to watch our show first, right?
Please.
We want the ratings, not them. So, but, and of course, now we're into the regular season starting next week. And
Thursday,
like we
right?
mentioned, Thursday, September 4th, the Philadelphia Eagles host Dallas at Lincoln Field. And that's going to be in the evening. And it will also be the game where we announce the winner of the Dallas Cowboy jersey.
Right. And remember, how do you get that jersey? How do you enter that?
Well, it's free. First of all, it's free. You don't have to pay anything. All you've got to do is you've got to go and become a public follower on Facebook, on Brownsville Tech Live, and 956 Live as well. And then, as an added bonus, go out there to our YouTube channel and become a subscriber on Brownsville Tech Live. So you hit the subscribe button. It'll give you an opportunity to get notifications with regards to all our shows when they come on. You won't even have to worry about searching. You'll get there. Right. And by the way, if for some reason you want to catch any of our shows, you can go to both of our mobile apps, either Brownsville Tech Live's mobile app or 956 Live's mobile app. There you can watch any of our shows. You can catch the latest Dallas Cowboy news. If you're a conservative, you've got Fox News. If you're a liberal, we've got the NPR news. For you gamers out there, we have an entire gaming section. And for anybody who owns a business, you can also advertise. And there's information on how to buy advertising on the mobile apps as well as on our podcasts. So, it's pretty cheap go out there, take a look at that. It's definitely worth considering. So
Yes,
then on
sir.
September 14th, excuse me, they play the New York Giants. I don't know if that is a home game or not. This listing I have here doesn't give me whether it's a home game or not, or I can't even see. But and then on the 21st, they play Chicago, the Bears. And then on the 28th of September, they play the New York Jets, that other New York team. But keep in mind, for those of you that don't know, New Yorkers don't consider the Giants part of New York. You know that, right?
Right. And the
Right?
Giants is at Howard Stadium.
Okay, great. So that
Right.
should be a game we should be able to watch.
Yeah, because
But
the Eagles is at the Eagles, Philadelphia.
right.
Yeah, the
So back
Giants
to my
is at. Sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah, the Giants is at Howard Stadium. The Bears is in Chicago.
Oh God. Hopefully it's not cold.
Hey, so
So back to my story about the Giants. The Giants are not considered part of New York, and that's because they play in New Jersey, right? So New Yorkers don't really consider the Giants part of New York. They actually consider the Jets part of New York, but not the Giants. It's kind of like the thing we have here in Texas, right? A lot of Texans don't consider the Houston Texans part of Texas, right? So they've got the same situation over there, right? And of course, on October 12th, they play the Carolina Panthers. And where's that going to be at, Steve?
let me check. Panthers is well, you forgot the Packers. The Packers on September
Oh,
28th.
September
Huh?
28th, the
Yeah,
Packers.
the Packers. All right, and Dallas. You said the
Okay,
Jets at the Jets. The
right.
Panthers is going to be in Dallas.
All right. And then on October 18th, they play the Washington Commanders.
19th. 19th.
The 19th? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the 19th. That's, of course, if they're still called the Commanders. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
our commander in chief is wanting for them to change their name back to the Redskins. So,
Right.
so we may see the Redskins back and the Cleveland Indians in baseball back. You know, and of course, for Jaime out there, wherever he's at, and we want him to know that he's missed
Yes, he is.
terribly. He's missed terribly. We miss his comments. They play Denver, his favorite team. And then on the 3rd, they play Arizona. And then on the 17th, they play the Las Vegas Raiders. And then I believe, I don't know which is Thanksgiving, the 23rd or the 27th. Which is Thanksgiving this year?
I don't know, as a matter of fact.
Find out. Google
That's
it.
what I'm looking for. Right?
It can't be the Chiefs game, right? It's always, isn't the Thanksgiving game an NFC East?
Yeah, that's what it's been before.
Has to be the 23rd. Has to be. I'd be surprised. It's not a Thanksgiving game if it's not an NFC East.
Kansas City Chiefs?
What?
Can't be.
No.
Yeah, November 27th, 2025.
Really? That must have been a typo. Switcheroo.
Kansas City Chiefs, Thanksgiving Day at 3:30 p.m.
Oh, gosh. Well, we'll see. And then on December 4th, the Detroit Lions, followed by Minnesota on the 14th, followed by the Chargers on the 21st, And then on Christmas Day, they play Washington. And then the last game of the season is the Giants once again.
Yep.
So they play the Giants twice. Once on September 14th and last on January 4th. So that is what the entire regular season looks like. And of course, as we've mentioned before, there's only a few days left to earn a spot to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey. That drawing will be held on September 4th during halftime. And it's completely free. And this time, you're going to have a couple of choices. You're going to be able to win a jersey and place your name on it and your favorite number. That's the first option. The second option is to get a Dak Prescott jersey.
Yep.
The third option is a CeeDee Lamb jersey. And the fourth option, if he's not fired, a Micah Parsons jersey. So those are the options that are available this year. It's completely free. All it takes is to become a public follower on our Facebook pages for Brownsville Tech Live and 956 Live. You must be a follower on both pages to qualify. You can't be registered on one and not the other. That's not the way it works. You have to be a public follower, first of all, and you must be a follower on both pages. If you're registered in one and not the other, you're not going to qualify. And by the way, for those of you out there that are following both pages but are not public followers, you need to let us know. You can inbox me. You can inbox Steve. All you got to do is provide a screenshot where it shows you as a follower to both pages, and we'll add you on the list. We are aware that if you're not a public follower, that there could be a possibility that we won't know. And we won't know. So it's important, if you are a follower already on both pages, but you're not a public follower, and there's reasons for that.
Right.
There's personal reasons that every Facebook user decides when they open up an account. Okay? But unfortunately, we can't verify if you're a private follower. So if you're a private follower and you are registered and you're following both pages, inbox us between now and the last day, which is September 4th, and we will definitely add you to the list. Okay? So it's that easy. It's a $175 value. It's a real jersey. It's made by Nike. It's got the no sweat technology. You can't get this on the Pulga. You can't get it in Temu. You can't get it on Shein. The only place you can get one of these jerseys is at the NFL Pro Shop at the mall. And we know how much they are there. You can't beat free, folks. You can't beat free. So right now, I believe there's 46 or 47 entrants. So you've got an opportunity to win among 47 other viewers a jersey. So be sure to go out there, follow both Brownsville Tech Live, 956 Live, and as a plus, subscribe to our YouTube channel. There are benefits to being a follower. There are benefits to being a subscriber. So go out there. It's the last few days. You're going to walk away with a jersey if you're lucky enough to do so.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, we will be back next week during halftime when we will announce the winner. So we will be back on. And by the way, let me explain a little bit about how that process is going to work on Thursday. First of all, we're going to spin, and the first 3 spins are practice spins, right? It's a warm-up spin. So the first 3 spins are warm-up spins. The next spin, which is the 4th spin, is going to be the first runner-up. And then the 5th spin will be the actual winner. Now, you're probably wondering, why are we having a first runner-up like a beauty pageant? And there's a reason for that. There are followers out there that we may not be able to reach. They're either out of town, they don't get on Facebook a whole lot, there may be some trolls along the way. Unfortunately, I do know of some followers that have passed away. Okay, so anybody that's a follower that falls into those categories, and let's say they are the 5th winner, and we can't get a hold of them for whatever reason, then automatically, after several successful tries, we will give the jersey to the first runner-up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's only fair, right? Because we do run into those quite a bit, right? There are businesses that are followers, right? As well. So who do you give a jersey if they're a business, right? Unless the business owner wants it.
Yeah,
right?
business owner.
Right? So we have those. We have politicians also that are followers. Their campaigns are followers, right? So it's kind of one of those things where if we can't get a hold of them, they don't exist, they're fake, then we've got to have an alternate winner. And that's why we have a first runner-up. So that's the way it's going to work. And
And
I
so
hope
5
everybody-
spins. 5 spins in
Five-
total.
5 spins total, 3 practice, first runner-up, actual winner.
Gotcha.
So for the one that's the first runner-up, pray that the winner no longer exists, right? So unfortunately, we can't go to every follower and say, are you alive or not? You know?
Right.
So, but I do know of some followers that have passed away. I do know that. So, alrighty, everybody. Well, we will see you all next Thursday, September 4th, during halftime. Once again, you've got a couple of more days to become a follower on both pages. It'll give you an opportunity to win the jersey. And if a Dallas Cowboy hater wins it, you can do whatever you want afterwards with it, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next week. Have a great weekend.
Adios, people.
Give me a second. Make sure all this is turned off. 41 minutes. That's not bad.
Anybody know?
I mean, yeah, we have that situation where we have people that businesses. I mean, how do you